As school children, many of us grew up thinking that the custodian as the janitor who mopped the bathrooms and cleaned up the various messes young children are apt to make. The fact is that while a custodian often undertakes janitorial duties, those duties and tasks go far beyond sweeping, mopping, and taking out the trash. Most custodians are responsible for a great deal of overall building maintenance, including heating, air conditioning, and ventilation, or HVAC systems, electrical systems, and more. These all have the potential to bring one into contact with asbestos-containing materials, or ACMs, especially in older buildings. Where the asbestos is. The idea of a fire in a school or any other public building should concern any rational person. It was out of such concerns that asbestos products were used extensively in public buildings prior to 1980. Because it is literally a type of rock, asbestos fibers share many characteristics of rock. It is resistant to heat, acid, moisture, electrical current, and most importantly, open flame. Hence, ACM insulation was installed nearly anywhere there was a heat or danger of fire. Pipe lagging, electrical conduits, and furnace doors were just a few of the places ACMs were used. Floor tiles, wallboard, joint compounds, and window putty might also contain asbestos. While there have been extensive asbestos containment and abatement projects undertaken over the past 20 years, the fact is that hundreds of thousands of public buildings across the U.S. still contain asbestos products. Where the danger is. Asbestos-containing materials may be friable or non-friable. Friable is defined by the Environmental Protection Agency as the ability to crush the material using hand pressure alone. In a friable state, asbestos-containing material is crumbling into dust, releasing these needle-like fibers into the air where they may be aloft for weeks. A great amount of state and federal information states that non-friable asbestos is safe as long as it is left undisturbed. While this is true to an extent, the fact of the matter is that there is little in the way of solid knowledge as to how asbestos-containing material products degrade over time. Earth tremors, accidents, and even the vibrations caused by people walking around on a floor above can potentially shake asbestos fibers loose, especially if the product is old and deteriorating. Building custodians should be monitoring any part of a building in which the presence of asbestos is suspected or known, and a half-face respirator with dual HEPA filter should be worn. If friable asbestos is discovered, the first step is to contact the owner or owners of the building. Legally, they are obligated to deal with the situation according to state environmental regulations. Such action in many states includes notification of the building's occupants. If the building's owner or owners fail to respond, the next step is to contact the regional office of the Occupational Safety and Health Administration, or OSHA. Because so many governmental functions have been outsourced to private corporations over the past quarter century, and especially since the year 2001, one should be prepared for a long and often frustrating time, as many OSHA offices no longer have asbestos experts on staff. If you are diagnosed. If you are diagnosed with mesothelioma or another asbestos-related illness, it is important to gather as much documentation as possible about the asbestos products used in your workplace, including manufacturers and type and location of such products. Most asbestos legal actions are taken against multiple defendants, and determining who these are requires some research. A lawyer who specializes in asbestos litigation knows a great deal about these particular issues, or has ready access to such records. However, personal documentation could go a long way towards building a strong case. Thank you for watching. This video was produced by Asbestos.Net, a leading resource on all aspects of asbestos and mesothelioma. Our priority is to inform victims about the devastating effects of asbestos exposure, mesothelioma, asbestos cancer, asbestosis, and other asbestos-related diseases, and to advise them with a wealth of information. Individuals whose lives have been touched by mesothelioma have numerous questions and concerns.
Their caregivers and family members also need accurate, reliable information. If you or a loved one have been diagnosed with mesothelioma or asbestos cancer and need more information, we invite you to visit and explore the thousands of pages of oncologist-reviewed material on Asbestos.Net, to call our convenient toll-free number shown below and speak with a mesothelioma specialist, or to use the simple contact form found at Asbestos.Net to request a free copy of our informative books, custom inserts, and DVD. Asbestos.Net. Information and help for patients and families.